So, hello fellow coin collectors, how you going? This is Glenn, and today we're just going to have some look at Norwegian coins. The unfortunate thing is that I don't really have any of the more current coins that are in circulation. The most current one I've got is this 1 krona 1977. As far as I know, this is still legal tender. So, Norway has actually been issuing coins since the Viking times. So here on Numista is a great catalogue. You have some Pfennig coins. So these are pretty much the same denomination as the United Kingdom penny or the German Pfennig, as it is a Germanic word. Probably derived from the... might be denarius, a variation of the actual word, but I need to look that up. And these are actually Bracteate coins. So if you have a look at both sides, you can see that they are the reverse of the same. So this is the actual side with the image on it, and this is just a reverse. And they're called Bracteates, so maybe I should do a video on those. But Norwegian coins, pretty much they just have the monarch on one side or the abbreviation of the monarch. So if I look on this side, Norges Konunges. So here we have Haken. So Haken, the Sverige Norges. Yeah. I don't know, Soivende. Don't know what that actually means. So Norwegian king, and Haakon, I believe he was a Danish prince, but he actually ascended to the Norwegian throne in 1905 after Norway decided to elect their own king, and it's a hereditary monarchy. It's pretty much the same as like the Swedish or the United Kingdom, which is a parliamentary democracy. But before this, for a few hundred years, Norway was actually part of the Norway-Swedish Union. So they had the same monarch, but they had all different types of institutions that were separate. So the armed forces, the parliament, customs. Obviously, the monetary system was still separate. And before that, I believe up until 1815 might be, the end of the Napoleonic Wars, was part of the Danish-Norwegian Union. But obviously, Denmark was on the losing side, so they had to actually cede sovereignty over. And this is my entire coin collection. So a lot of these you can actually readily get it. And the funny thing is that these coins are pretty much a similar size and weight to those of Sweden, to a lesser extent Denmark, probably in the silver coinage, because they were part of the Nordic Monetary Union. So here we have an old Swedish coin. Now in Sweden, these have not circulated since 2016. They actually changed the size of their coins and demonetized all the previous coinage, so you can't actually use it. And this coin is actually the same size, should be the same weight. But there is also another difference in that in 1920, Sweden actually, or not Sweden, Denmark actually took silver out of its coinage. So it totally removed silver, and Sweden actually kept silver in their coinage, and Denmark, I think in the mid-20s, also done the same, removed all the silver. So if you had it gone between 1920 and 1965, Sweden would have had silver in the coinage, and Denmark and Norway would not. So, and another thing is that starting from the 1970s, they actually started to move away from the similar sized coins. So here I have a 5 öre. Top one is Sweden and the bottom one is Norway. This is a reduced size, as you can see the larger size is there. And the Swedish one is actually a bit smaller. Okay, Swedish. And here is the actual Norwegian, so Norway. And they all use the same currency because they are part of the monetary union, which is pretty similar to actually how the euro works now. Sorry, I was mistaken. The most modern coin I actually have. Oh no, this is Sweden. God, I thought it was Norwegian for a minute. That's what happens when you get Alzheimer's. I don't know what's happening to me. So the actually best series is this animal series. So this one has looks like a squirrel on it. And this series actually was in use from 1958 to 1973. And this is actually the best series that I have come across in the Nordic coins. Because most of them just have the denomination and the monarch on the other side. So here we have a chicken, rooster, and this is Olav the Fifth. And after Olav the Fifth, he still used coins up until 1996, and then the monarch changed to Harald the Fifth. So here we have I know this animal. Is that a moose? Large type of animal. As you can see, it's got larger legs, and it is just a big animal. And apparently, you try and avoid these when you go over to Canada and Nordic countries because they can do a lot of damage to your car. Then again, kangaroos can actually do a lot of damage to your car. And this is one of my favourite coins. It's just a beautiful coin. Nice portrait of Olav, and here's his name, the Fifth. And then we have two smaller coins. This one has a B on it. Let's get closer. Has a B, 1963. This is a copper nickel coin. And the highest one I got is the 25 euro. And this one has a Siberian tit. Or tit is a type of bird. Please don't think naughty thoughts. And this one is actually reeded. And then I have some older coins. They're pretty generic, you know. They just have the denomination 5 euro. And Hakan the Seventh. Hakan Lee. I keep on thinking Hakan Lee, the Hong Kong singer. 1957. So there are actually rare dates you can actually get. You can look on Numis though if you actually want to find those. But most of these coins are actually pretty cheap. Probably like $1 or $2 if you want to get them in high grade. Because these are actually not rare coins. It's actually very, very common. And this obverse side is actually quite a nice coin. 25 euro. And they actually took these out of circulation in, I believe, 1984. Oh yeah, they were demonetized in 1985. So here is a beautiful 1 krona. So this coin here is issued between 1974 and 1991. And this one is dated 2001, so it's the wrong monarch actually put on it. And I was looking at the wrong coin. God. So this one was used, and I was looking at the wrong coin because I was supposed to look at this one. So 1977, 1974 and 81. That's the Swedish one. Get rid of the Swede. Go away, Sweden. Stop annoying me. So this one has a mintage of 26 million, and it is actually, it's demonetized in 1998. That's a bit weird because I thought it was still legal tender. This is 25 millimeters, and the current one actually is 21 millimeters. And then we have this beautiful one. I actually quite like this coin. Looks very beautiful. First issued in 1925. And this date is 1939. Last minted in 1951. And 1939 is a mintage of about 2,253,000. So 1938 is when you want to get just less than 1 million. 1936 is rare, 700,000. So if you see any of those, you should actually pick them up. And what it actually says is Hakan the 7th, so Sivende is 7, King of Norway, and has the crown rotating around. And on this side it says Out for Norge, everything for Norway. 1 krona denomination, and have a look at that. It has a shield and crowned HC monogram, crowned around the hole. Looks beautiful. I quite like that coin. Pity it's not rated. And this was the highest denomination up probably to 1963 when they issued the 5 krona, because the 2 krona stopped being minted in 1917. So that's quite a nice coin. And they put a hole in it so you can distinguish it from the silver coins that were actually issued beforehand. So to get the silver back, you change the coin design and then you just withdraw all the older coins. And it's a hell of a lot easier to distinguish a coin with a hole than a coin that's got its design changed. Anyway, they're my Norwegian coins. I quite like them. I want to get more. Maybe the older ones I will get one day. And I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. And please have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time, people. Thank you and bye bye.